Now this is where my high school started. It was traumatizing because to me, dating a guy is like kissing and hugging. I lost friends. I was even hated by teachers. I took naked pictures. Grade 10, when I started gaining followers on Instagram. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video I'm kind of doing a story time, but I know that I lag so much in telling people stories, and I'm also archiving this. Look, darling.
Look, I don't be stressing about none of these niggas. When they be talking, I don't even listen. Telling me secrets, I probably forget it. But I'ma tune in when he say he gon' lick it. He told him send me a pic cause he miss me. I told him send me a stack if he really. I don't be trusting these tricks cause they tricky. Send him a pic of somebody else's titties. I'm a finesse and I'm a fly dresser. Move to the top.
So I'm already done with my eyebrows. I'm already done with my foundation. So now I'm gonna contour my face and lashes and my lips. So yeah, so anyway, guys, in today's video it's a story time of my primary and high school life and how my life was a living hell, because it was, darling. But I'm not talking about this because it's something I haven't moved on from, but I'm talking about it because a lot of people asked me to. So while doing the makeup tutorial, I'm gonna cut here and there to show you guys what I have. So right now I'm using the concealer corrector from Wet n Wild collection. Yeah, I bought it from Clicks. All my makeup I buy from Clicks, definitely. So also, if you're using a different kind of concealer, I don't think there'd be any difference. They just differ with brands. So Mina, I can say that I did have the worst high school life, but my primary was not that bad. I just had 2, 3, 4 bad memories, and yeah. So whenever a child will like do something wrong to me, I'd just tell my dad. My dad will come. My dad was always there for me, guys. He would drop my sister and I off to school and wait the whole day and take us back home. So I think the worst thing that I went through in primary school was the fact that like a lot of guys didn't like me because I was ugly. Like my mom always cut my hair, and guys like wanted to have those girls who like, you know, do the pondos, you know, all those nice hairstyles. But like unfortunately I wasn't one of the girls. So there was this guy I had a huge crush on. I wanted him. I wanted to be in a relationship with him. It was my first relationship and I wanted to be with him. I think it was in grade 6. Yeah, it was in grade 6, right? And mind you, all my friends are dating. Now I have to like experience, you know, because I didn't have like friends and stuff at all. Like my dad wouldn't really allow me to go out. That was our first time getting phones, you know, grade 6. Also like it's Megxit times, like it was so fun and stuff. So then I saw this guy and I really liked him. So it's my first time having a phone. Try to understand that. So I don't really know what I have to do. Mina, I took naked pictures, and then hey guys, I took naked pictures and I sent him. I don't really know what I was thinking because like I was really young. I was in grade 6. So unfortunately when we had a group chat, like he exposed me and showed people what I showed him, and it was really embarrassing. It was really embarrassing, but eventually like I moved on from it. It wasn't something that affected me because like by that time people wouldn't take like being exposed like really serious. So yeah, not even people, kids. Fast forward to high school. Yeah, I think that was my only bad memory, but I was a very naughty child. Yo, I was so naughty in primary. Like there was a point where I annoyed this teacher so much that she changed me and moved me to a different class. And she told me that no, since your surname is Zuma, you're the last one in the class list and there's a lot of people, so you just have to move out Only to find out, guys, this teacher didn't want me. And I loved her so much. Like, she was my everything. But to her, I was the worst child that she ever met. Fast forward high school. My dad, guys, is a pastor. My mom is a pastor. They don't allow their kids to go out. It's a thing we grew up with, but like pressure was just all over. Like, my friends would go to bashes, my friends would go back home late, tell me about how their day was yesterday with their boyfriends. I didn't have boyfriends, you know. Like, it was just a very, very hard time of my life, and I had to pretend like everything is going well. I had to make maybe an excuse that I have to stay with the kids. That's why I can't go to the bash, knowing very well that my parents just didn't allow me. So at home, I wouldn't force myself to go. I mean, my dad, I was scared of my dad and my mom, but like my dad, I finally found someone in grade 8, but like he wasn't someone I didn't know at all. I knew him from my childhood. So when I got to school, our first day, they showing us, man, okay, this is the hall, this is what, and I see him. He was in grade 11, and I see him, and he's like, oh no, please, let's just tell people that we're dating. I'm like, I don't mind, and we can actually date, because wow, I am struggling. Okay, fine. I started dating. That is how I started dating. So unfortunately, the guy was like, yes, you guys, I'm a Scotan. Like those guys who like go to Berlin with like ultra males and stuff like that. But he wasn't really close to that. He was almost like, you know who I Scotan is Domani. Yeah. So the guy I was dating, name is Domani. So we went to Bella Bella for our first outing. People saw my boyfriend that was with someone else, but they exaggerated the situation and said that we had sex in the pool. Guys, I'm a virgin. Grade 8. I don't know how a dick looks. I don't know how to have sex. I do not know anything. And people started this rumor that I slept with someone. It was traumatizing, because to me, dating a guy is like kissing and hugging. I couldn't even kiss, for heaven's sake. Guys, it was really bad. People then heard that I slept with someone else, blah blah blah, in the pool, and it went around the whole school, and people actually believed that I slept with someone. It was so weird, but to me, I'm still young. I don't even have time to prove to other people that, yeah, no, it's wrong. I'm like, okay, if they want to assume, good, right? This is how high school is. It will be a two-way string there. Yeah, but I didn't want to look for whoever started the rumor. Obviously, I don't have the nerve to fetch someone and be like, why did you do that? I don't. Okay, fine. So a lot of guys started liking me because I started like plaiting my hair. I started looking nice, you know, like for these girls who would always make sounds. Like every time when I pass by, they make sounds. And finally, I got to grade 9. Now people still don't like me. You know, high school is this kind of thing. Like, if I don't like someone and I tell the other person, they won't like you too. And then they also gonna tell the other person to not like you because she doesn't like you. So most of the people hated me, and they had no reason to why they hated me. So it wasn't something that was hurting me or something that was like bad for me. Like, I don't know, I just didn't care. I finally found someone who I would say I started liking a lot. That was my first boyfriend, because the other ones I do not count. That's not a relationship. No, it's a starting ship. It's a help me grow ship, you know. So yeah, we started dating. And guys, I think the main reason why people didn't like me is that like I was that one specific girl who was bullied, but I would reply back, if you say I don't like you, I'd be like, I don't like you too. And people would get so angry because I can reply back and I'm just a kid. Nah. Trying to bring other people down is so not nice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was always dragged down. I was always called a bitch. It was so weird that people hated me to that point. But it was just girls, unfortunately. and guys were like all over my okay, fine. I started dating this guy. He liked me, I liked him. We dated for 3 years actually. Can you guys imagine? We stopped dating like when I got to matric. Yeah, that's when I met Pro. I think meeting him just made things better for me because I knew that I had a friend. I knew that my friends were fake to me. So finally I have someone who can like defend me and be there for me and like just make my life a better place. Now this is where my high school started. When I started gaining followers on Instagram. I lost friends. I was even hated by teachers for having a large amount of followers. I was the talk of town. Okay? People were always speaking about my influence on social media and stuff. A lot of people hated me even more because obviously people are not happy for other people. I lost friends. Yeah. I lost friends. I even lost my best friends. And I lost all of them when I became an influencer. But luckily I was mature enough to know the disadvantages of being an influencer. I just knew that these kind of things were gonna happen. But even before that I got so much hate. So can you imagine that after gaining so much followers, everyone just was angry? But they didn't show. I knew they come as like friends waiting for your downfall. So yeah, I lost a lot of people. It was even a joke to people that yo, abantu bayangijikela and stuff. Maybe I'm not a good friend. Like I don't know, but like whenever I met someone, they would just compete with me, and it's not something that I liked. So I'd just like cut you off because you did that. So yeah, also my boyfriend, like he felt so much pressure to a point where he started doing drugs and stuff, like just to try and fit in, if I can say. Okay, so the powder that I was using, guys, is the Pretty Much Cosmetics powder. It's almost done, but it's from Pretty Much Cosmetics on Instagram, darlings. Like I am the worst person to tell a story, but I can say that yeah, hate was there, and I really felt like regardless of what you have, like you're just always gonna be hated. So I was one specific girl who just making a bad yo bad, but luckily nothing really affected me, as I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't affected by people's hate and stuff, but unfortunately I was failing, man. I think that's where my weakness was. I was failing in grade 9. Yeah, grade 9 was hard. Grade 10 I was just normal. Grade 11 I wasn't someone who was really clever, just that when I studied, yeah, I would pass, and I also took CAT. So yeah, regardless of what I've been through, regardless of the things I've faced, regardless of the hate I got, but it's also funny that everyone who treated me so negatively is all up in my DM like, hi Cece, can we talk on WhatsApp? Like, hi, do you remember that you once made my life a living hell? I was miserable. I would cry myself to sleep. I was sad. I didn't have friends. I only had one friend, but now he faded because I don't know why. But regardless of what I've been through, I think this is my growth game. Like so many things were just all over here. I was on drugs, trying to remove everything that I faced, and I thought about it the right time. And I told myself that it's in my hands to either continue living like this or making the best out of what I have. I studied. When someone asked me, did you study? I'm like, oh no. I'm tired. Knowing very well that I studied. I had a best friend who didn't believe in me. He didn't believe in me. So he obviously thought that I got a diploma, and I told him that I'm about to fake this if I didn't really get a bachelor's degree. My dad told me that I got a bachelor's degree on a text message. I'm like, oh, I want to see results. Happy I need to flex, bruh. My boyfriend didn't believe. He's like, let me see. What's your number? And I showed him, and I also showed him my certificate, and he came to just make sure. My boyfriend is, kind of hectic. So I got it. I didn't flex too much about it, because I scared it was for me. And when I worked hard, I worked for me. I didn't flex about it. And then everything actually went fine. After that, I didn't have any problem till today about people hating me and stuff. Let me eat some biltong. I'm waiting for my lashes, just by the way. My point is, regardless of whatever you're facing, there's just always going to be something good coming out of it. I got 2 things that came out of it. Good matric results and being famous. I think my parents are really proud of me, and I don't think they regret raising me the way they raised me, with so many rules, like not being allowed to go out to parties, not being allowed to have a boyfriend, not being allowed to wear short things. There were so many rules in the house, and I think that also helped me to grow, because I also had a relationship with God, and I was born again, and whatever I face, I pray about it. I remember when I was trending on Twitter about stealing content. So many people thought I was going through a lot, but do you know what I've really went through? Bigger things than that. Okay, finally I'm done with my whole look. I actually like this. So yeah, I know guys that I lag firstly at explaining things, but I hope I did make a difference in someone else's life. Like, whatever you're facing right now in your life and you feel like it's something you can't overcome, there's no such, babes. It's possible. I have been through the most. And I'm so happy that I did overcome whatever. And I think through prayer also, and being kind, I think that's necessary. It will just change everything for you, period.
Look, I don't be stressing by none of these niggas. When they be talking, I don't even listen. Telling me secrets, I probably forget it, but I'ma tune in when he say he gon' lick it. He told him send me a pic cause he miss me. I told him send me a stack if he really. I don't be trusting these tricks cause they tricky. Send him a pic of somebody else's titties. I'm a finesse and I'm a fly dresser. Move to the top floor.